Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant.
Bravo. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense, let's get it together.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Rock it. Yep. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look at me. Door.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm Leo.
Run you over. Check. Fresno.
You're out.
Switch.
Hey, lock it.
Undercut.
Hey, Echo.
Check three.
Hey.
Watch twist.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going. To react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Time. 36 to Mike. All day, every lady. Check it out,
After the interception, here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Darnold. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Let's go, defense. Kill.
Hey, box truck. Young lady.
Take it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Take 4. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Topper. Hey, seam 6.
Hey, check Mike 27. I'm coming.
Go. Get it.
Now back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Ready. Yeah.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel. Tight dog.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, let's get there.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Your track.
Now.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Set, ready? 60 or. Fight.
A give running right, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Get him.
Hey, high 7. Hey.
56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hard. Hit it.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike, 56.
Look, squeeze.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check safety.
Deep grip.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Keeps himself upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Here's Darnold. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Hey, orbit.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Bravo. Now.
56 is the mic. You go, night.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On the set.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hatchet. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Look at me. Zipper. Bam. Hey, Sam on.
2nd and 1. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
Hey, wahoo.
56 is the mic. Check pass. Check pass.
Yep.
Mine's 56. Mine's 56.
Get it.
2nd and 6. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch the slant.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shift, shift. Protein spill.
56. Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50, plant. It's been a long day for you. Switch, switch, switch. '61, matchbox lights. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mine's 56. Mine's 56.
Hey, 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 hey. Gone, gone.
Check. Check.
Rock, rocket, rocket. Now.
Looking to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Meanwhile, the 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to launch this thing. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. No.
Now Joe Mixon. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We'll see if it becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, Zoo.
No chance. Let's go.
Red 80.
Number 53. Mike 53. No game.
From the 27, Darnold. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Check 53.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, young lady. Red 80. Check 49. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
36. Mike 36. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check tight.
Red 80.
Check tight.
Go.
Mike 36. Let's go, D. Watch 36.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
We're going to sack.
Mike's 5-4.
Yeah, that's what I do. Red 80. Smooth.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did. at halftime to get them so motivated?
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Man, 80.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Hey, exit. Don't get nervous.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Deuce.
6-6. Pull it high.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Target.
Go. Ready.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 11. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
Check three.
Under 10. Go. Under 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 56. I know he ain't got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th. Backer who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Watch 36.
Yo, 80. Hey, orbit.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
36 to Mike.
Watch the slant.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Man, 80.
Man, I got you.
He's coming. Go, 80. We got double up. Go, 80. Check 52.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Darnold. Washington's got it.
Darnold's pass complete to James Washington. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Shoot. Motion.
Go, 80.
To throw is Darnold. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch the run. Shoot.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey!
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Lindsey here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Down. 60 outlaw.
56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 56 to Mike.
Leo.
56. Here we go.
You're out.
Twist. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch.
Now. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Yep. We own them.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3-game.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Kill, turn up.
Now it's Mixon running right. He's got room to run past the 20. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.